Hello YouTube viewers and random Star Wars fans, I come before you today to review this, which is the Princess Leia in her slave outfit from the Black Series line, and here she is in her packaging. There's really nothing new here, as all of the Black Series figures have come in pretty much the same design of packaging so far. At the top we have the Black Series logo with a grey and black image of Leia inside this circle next to it, while below in orange lettering you can make out that this is figure number 5 in the range and is Princess Leia, and in brackets slave outfit. The window is large and extends around to the side of the box, displaying the figure and her accessories nicely. The back offers a little paragraph on the character, while below you can make out a dull grey and black image of Leia battling with Jabba's guards from Return of the Jedi. And that does it for the packaging, so let's move on and take a look at the figure itself. Okay, so here we have Princess Leia, and the figure does look pretty good. Taking a look at the face sculpt, it definitely resembles Carrie Fisher, but I think the sculpting could have been a little sharper, as this looks slightly cartoonish as a result. The eyes and nose look good, but what is with this mouth sculpt? Her lips are pursed in this strange way, and it just makes her facial expression very odd. The ears look okay and have these golden circular earrings hanging from them. The hair sculpt is nice and features her strands of hair pulled back into this bun on the back of her head, with these large dark golden clips on either side, plus her long plaited ponytail is also hanging from it. My major issue with the face sculpt is that the neck seems to be far too tiny and makes the face look disproportionate as a result, and though her jaw is too long. On her neck we get this golden collar with a silver chain hanging from it. It's moulded from one singular piece of plastic, so sticks straight out from the figure, and I would have much preferred it if the chain was made up of individual links, which would have given it a much more natural look. Moving down to the torso, Leia is sporting her gold bikini, which looks well and includes that pattern over these green panels. This continues around to her back, where you can see these black straps crossing over each other. The detail on her actual body is fair enough, with the muscles at the bottom of her neck and collarbones visible, as is some rough detailing on her breastplate. The stomach is sculpted very nicely also, with her ab wall and belly button present. The arms look just okay. On one you can make out a gold band around her upper arm, while on the other she's sporting a dark gold bracelet. The bikini bottoms offer some patterns on them, but the plastic here looks quite cheap, while 2 pieces of purple ribbon hang from the front and back. While this is a nice idea, I would have much preferred a sculpted sheet of plastic, as it would look much more accurate, plus this material seems to fray very easily. The legs are just basic, while on her feet you can see she's wearing these green boots, which have some gold lining around them and are covered in that creased and wrinkled material sculpting. Underneath you can make out some legal rosmupta and a peg hole on each sole, but as per usual no base has been included with this figure, so that's a pity. And that's it for the detail. Overall, it's a bit of a mixed bag, and the many points of articulation severely detract from its overall appearance. Speaking of articulation, the head can do the full 360 degree exorcist twist, and as it's on a ball joint it can nod up and down, and pivot from side to side. The arms can rotate through a 360, and move out to 90 degrees on the shoulder, while there's a 90 degree bend, and another full 360 on the elbow. The wrist too offers a 360 degree joint, and also can pivot in and out. Leia offers an ab crunch, allowing her torso to pivot forward and back, and this joint also doubles as her full 360 degree waist articulation. The legs can kick forward and back 380 degrees, and while they can move out to the side, Leia can't do the splits as they stop at around 45 degrees. There's a full 360 at the top of the leg though, and a double bend on the knee, while the foot contains another 360 at the top of the ankle and can pivot forward and back, but not by much. So when it comes to articulation, it offers a fair amount, but at a large cost to the overall appearance of the figure. Turning to accessories, Leia comes with 2 of the staffs used by the guards on Jabba's barge. The first is a dull silver with detailing on both ends of some gadgets, gizmos and whatnot. Seriously, what were these things used for? What is all this stuff? Who cares? It looks cool and that's the important thing. I also really like this brown paint, which has been gently speckled over the staff to give it this old and rusted appearance. The second staff is much longer and is made from this dull grey plastic. It still contains a large amount of detail and includes this dangerous looking blade on the end. Both staves can slot into Leia's hands easily and securely, which gives her a lot of various display stances, and I have to admit she looks pretty badass when wielding that bladed staff. Additionally, as her head is on a ball joint, this means it can be popped off, allowing the chains around her neck to be removed. This does draw attention to her strangely thin neck, but when the head is posed looking down, I have to say it looks much better. Doing a size comparison, you can see that Leia is one of the smallest figures in the Black Series range, with only R2-D2 being smaller than her. The rest of the figures tower over her, and even though Carrie Fisher was shorter than the other actors, I do have to question the accuracy of the scale here, as she does look somewhat out of place. So overall, what do I think of this figure? Well, honestly, I have mixed opinions on it. The sculpting for the most part is excellent and the detail is fair, but the sheer amount of joints on the figure really makes it look ugly. While I'm all for articulation, in fact the more joints the better, when it comes to figures who are wearing fewer amounts of clothing, I've got to say that less is more. With clothed figures, the sculpt on their outfits can hide various joints, but here it really makes a mess of the figure, and coupled with the somewhat cheap looking sculpt on her bikini bottoms, the thin neck, and the rigid plastic chains around her neck, this is not what I would expect from a collector's edition figure, especially with the face sculpt only vaguely resembling Carrie Fisher. True, the collar and chains can be removed, and the accessories in general are very nice, but that ribbon material hanging from her bikini bottoms looks far too basic and frays too easily for my liking, and I would have preferred it to have been made from sculpted plastic sheeting instead. In the end, what we ultimately get is an item which is right on the line between an adult collectible figurine and a kid's toy action figure. It falls into neither category, and I suppose can be enjoyed by both collectors and children as a result, but if you are picking one up for display, I strongly suggest keeping it in its packaging, as it looks much better in its box than out. And just in case you're wondering if I, like so many Nerf herders out there, am a fan of girls wearing that infamous gold bikini, well, I'll let you be the judge. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to stay subscribed for more videos and keep up to date with all my latest news and reviews by liking my Facebook page and following me on Twitter. Thanks again for watching, and remember to keep following the nerd. Goodbye.